from Byhalia, Mississippi. Last week we was in Kansas City. Hey, there's still no Mark Lambert here. The routine is the same.
Okay, I'll be Lambert.
All right, do your best. How do you do that so well? I don't know how you do that so well.
You got a squirrel.
He does. He got a lot of squirrels. Well, they're on their way to Venice, Louisiana.
They're going fishing in a hurricane.
They might do some fishing. I'm not sure. So we're going to see. But we're going to recreate something we did in Kansas City tonight. As you'll see in a video that we posted earlier today, I think we did. YouTube might have not liked us doing it, but we'll get it back out there. But as Lambert said in that video, I would rather eat a 5x7 rug. 5x7 rug than eat barbecue all day that I've been cooking all day.
That's it.
So Friday during the day, we made these Italian chopped sandwiches, which were killer.
They were,
and pretty much fed the little camp there we had. And Matt Overson's dad brought us all this gabagool.
Some gabagool. It's just fun to say.
Gabagool, yes.
Gabagool and some mortadella.
And we're going to chop all that up, make you a good chopped Italian sub tonight. And so just kind of show you that a little bit. The video's out today and going to be out again tomorrow on YouTube. So red tape of YouTube. That'll get us taken off because I'm sitting here talking about YouTube. But we had fun, man. I can tell you, it being my first time at the Royal, it was definitely something to see.
What'd you think? Comparison of Memphis and May, because now you've been to both.
Oh,
it's a little different. But
yeah, it's not much comparison. I mean, they put on a contest, they put on a show, and definitely the organization with almost 500 teams.
They did a good job.
They did a great job. And no offense to anybody, but the awards were on time and
they were racing from the rain. So
they were facing the radar. So they were chasing that pretty good.
So the people that don't know the difference between Memphis and May and the Royal, Memphis and May, you can party from Wednesday until it's over with.
Yeah.
But no live bands, no live music. You can have DJs and all that. But the American Royal, it's one night and done. They party one night.
They party Friday night and that's it.
But they go hard. Yeah. Everybody goes hard. You can have Metallica there if you can afford them. You can have live bands, DJs, and all that. And it's just a whole different ballgame. But it's a one-night party.
Yeah.
And then people from that cook KCBS a lot and cook the Royal, they show that Memphis and May, and they're done after Thursday. They're like, how do y'all do this?
Yeah.
Like, we go 4 days in a row.
That's right.
It's just the difference.
It's a marathon, and at Kansas City, it's a sprint. They do everything on Friday night, but they do it big. I'm telling you. In our area, we had the official DJ of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Your favorite Asian.
At your favorite Asian.
Yeah.
At your favorite
And
Asian.
I'm telling you, this dude pulled up in a military-style truck. The top of it, lifted up off of it. Had a stage there. Had speakers all over the top of it. It was pretty slick.
He never pulled a cord and played music for a long time.
Said what did he say? He had $250,000 in it or something?
Truck.
In the truck.
In it.
Minus the stereo.
And Kid Pork showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all heard of Kid Rock, but now Kid Pork
His younger brother.
His younger brother. I'm telling you.
One can sing and one can cook.
That's right. I don't know. You were
One
getting
got money and one don't.
You were getting it pretty good.
There you go.
One tried hard.
One tried real hard.
One was out of breath after one song.
And you think, when you do that, you're thinking, man, how does somebody perform like that for 3 hours?
I didn't hardly make it 3 minutes.
I know.
But I don't make millions to do it.
Yeah.
So you tend to figure it out when
You
getting paid some
figure it out
millions.
real quick.
Yeah. I actually paid to do that. I didn't even get paid.
And some poor kid from Detroit, he probably he probably dreamed of the day that somebody would pay him to do it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, look here.
Might be something to look at in the future.
Not all of a sudden.
I doubt it.
Kid Rock's been on top of the game for a long time. So, but yeah, it was fun. Kid Pork was there. Like to thank RC Ranch.
Was that not unbelievable?
Oh,
Dude.
that was a show. If y'all hadn't seen some of the pictures, and we're going to be putting out some more, but RC Ranch, beautiful pieces of meat, tomahawk ribeyes over the live fire.
Beef plate ribs. If everybody's heard of Snake River Farms, you've heard a lot of the big beef companies. RC Ranch, they're not new, but they're kind of new to our scene. It's American Wagyu, and it's unbelievable. When we pulled the beef plate ribs out of the package and started trimming them and seasoning them, it's the most marbled American Wagyu that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We've cooked a lot of Snake River. They have a great product.
Yep.
The Snake River Golds, extremely marbled, but they don't compare to the RC Ranch. The RC Ranch stuff, it's affordable, and it's also, like I said, the most marbled American Wagyu that we've ever cooked. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera.
Oh, you can?
But you can check out the marbling in that meat. And one good thing, if you go to rcranch.com, go to buy something, go to the promo code, and you type in BNO BBQ20, and you get 20% off your order till the end of the month.
Make it a little more affordable.
That makes
y'all
it more
sure to
affordable. So
get you something for the holidays. Get you some beef tomahawks.
that's right.
Get you a rib roast. Get
That's
you
right.
whatever you need, and make a good prime rib
Yeah,
for the holidays.
it's going to be more expensive than your standard commodity beef, but you get that 20% off, and it makes it even more affordable.
I'm gonna
But
tell you.
it's higher end meat, so you're going to pay a little more, but it's like anything. You get what you pay for.
That's right.
And when you're spoiled like us, when it comes to quality meat, we were blown away.
Yep.
We were completely blown away. Wait for some of the videos, some of the pictures and stuff coming out, and you can see the quality of the meat. You don't even have to. I don't know if we'll see that one, but I don't know. I can't say enough about it. It's some of the
Craig
best
Farmer.
beef that I've actually ever
Hey,
seen.
that dude got an ancillary ticket on Friday night.
Yeah, Craig Parman showed out the other night.
Well, here he is, right here.
He got an ancillary in ribs.
Ancillary and
and
ribs.
Pork. It was pulled pork, wasn't it? Craig, what'd you get your ancillary ticket in?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, first place in pulled pork.
Well, he ought to. He cooks enough of it.
Ask him what he got in steak.
Yeah, what'd you
Is that a
season
bad-
it with?
Is that a bad deal?
No, it's a funny job.
Oh, okay.
He came in and cooked pork.
Oh, okay.
It was delicious.
Well, Eric's we're gonna still talk while we do this, but Eric's gonna start chopping up some veggies and meat, and then we're gonna serve these sandwiches. I'd like to thank Jenny or Yenny for bringing this beautiful charcuterie board over here. You can see the little signs. She labels things, and
She's an overachiever.
she is overachiever.
Got to get rid of some of this bread.
So we got a nice little bread loaf here. We're gonna rip out the middles and just kind of canoe it out, and then put all the chopped meats and vegetables in there. It makes for anything pork. We did our tacos with White Lightning and that Tennessee Yum Yum.
Yum, yum.
So
Like it.
I like it too. Anytime you make a taco out of something,
I thought tacos automatically yum yum.
that's right.
No matter what you put in them.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what state you were in.
So go ahead and kind of open that up. And we put some Clark Crew mustard down.
If you have not had the Clark Crew mustard, do yourself a favor. It's some of the best mustard I've ever had.
Clark Crew, Kelly's
Kelly's
use
is good
any
too.
of that good mustard, but get you some good mustard.
Yep.
Now, everything else will be in your chop. Mayonnaise, salad dressing, everything else is going to be in your chop, right?
Yep.
But I tell you, the Royal really was fun. I like it at the track. They were talking about, it moving after next year or whatever. I have nothing to compare it to, but I will say they had that tram running for you outside the track. The logistics of everything, the way people were spaced.
Yeah, it was great.
It works out. I never walked to the other side of the infield. They said there were teams over there.
Well, they're half a mile away.
I know. You get in our little compound over there, and it's hard to kind of lose track of. There's other people somewhere else.
Well, there's so much going on just in our compound with that many teams. There's always food being cooked. There's always some shenanigans going on of some sort. And you got people coming to us.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk to the other end of the park because they normally come down to see what we've got going on. Because
Oh.
there's always something.
Oh, and speaking of parties, we happened to win the party of the year this year.
Back to back. We
Back
won
to
it
back.
2 times in a row.
Yeah. And so it was a good party, and I can tell you, a lot of times the shed gets a lot of that credit, but they shared the credit with us this year, and I have to tell you, them Boars Night Out boys that had the tomahawks hanging, and those judges came by and we fed them. That probably leaned it over pretty hard our way.
When you give the judges Wagyu tomahawk ribeyes and cold drinks.
Yeah,
Then-
it doesn't hurt too bad. I can tell you, they had some smiling faces. And what Eric came up with, you came up with this. And I'm not a blue cheese fan.
Oh,
but
the
I ate
compound
this
butter.
blue cheese compound butter, and Jeff Jacobson, man, he was sitting there slicing that thing up, and he took that bone and he just shoved it in that cast iron skillet with that butter, and he used it as a paintbrush.
Yeah,
just
he
all
said
over.
the first one. He said, "Grab me a brush." I said,
You got one.
Brushes aren't cool.
Yeah.
Use that handle of that bone
Yeah,
or that bone, and it's a handle, and it's got a little left on there. You use that,
yeah,
and that made it part of the show. you
yeah.
know?
It did.
But it was, and that's just all we did is take a pound of butter, a whole tub of crumbled blue cheese, fresh garlic, Midwest Dust double garlic butter, put it on the live fire, and it does its own thing. As long as you don't burn it, it'll stay there all night.
And we're talking about Friday night, but we really hadn't even talked about Friday during the day, which was the Pigapalooza.
Boy, we have some stories we could tell about Pigapalooza.
No, you can't tell them.
It's
I mean,
not Vegas. We can tell them all.
Yeah. So Eric and Alan were judges this year,
And Chris Lytle.
and
Yeah.
Chris Lytle.
Yeah, we kind of flipped things around.
Y'all
on
kind of
everybody.
threw a curveball in it last minute.
We played a little tomfoolery.
Yeah.
So
Tell me about how long this plan has been in place. And
well, we'll kind of give a little feedback.
yeah.
Alan and I have, hell, it was even before Lytle came around. We started winning Pigapalooza in 2018.
Yeah.
Was our first year to win it. And we've won it every year since 2018. So we won it 5 years in a row. Biden got 1 year.
I was gonna say, except Biden.
Biden won it 1 year in 20. And when you win it that many times, we need to pass the torch, get some fresh meat in.
Yeah.
Because it'll get boring.
That's
You
right.
know, if the same team wins all the time. And it gives us a chance to reset. We brought out a new trophy. You know, we passed around the keg with the torch that shot fire and all of that.
Everybody added something to it every year.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, nobody did because we had it every year since
That's
it came
right.
out.
It
So-
had a dust spot in Alan's.
It did.
The floor is stained.
We-
Sunlight coming through the window.
We didn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And we would do anything to win it every year. You know, we cooked
Mhm.
different hogs, porchetta, 2-sided hogs, scored skin. We cooked 3 babies feeding on mama.
Yeah.
You know, we pissed
Got Peter called on you.
Yeah, well, they didn't get called on. Peter flat out called me.
yeah.
And you know, it was super fun, but we kind of wanted to play a little trick on everybody.
It was Halloween.
It was Halloween, and we decided we went ahead and cooked a hog like everybody saw, but everybody's like, what kind of hog? What do you got up your sleeve? And we were just like, we're just gonna cook a regular hog. And they were like, no, you're not. Y'all are never gonna cook a regular hog. And we were like, we are. And they were like, well, what else you gonna do to it? I said, we're gonna inject it, we're gonna season it, and we're putting it on the pit, and we're gonna leave it alone. And they were like, BS, no, you're not. I'm like, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we did. And we didn't even tell our teammates.
Yeah.
Nobody knew except Chris Lytle, myself, Alan, and Craig Carter.
Yeah.
And
they had worked on this hog all night.
No, we cooked it like we were going to turn it in. And then right when at 5 o'clock on Friday, when it's time to start judging, we told everybody we're going first. And then we had still not garnished our hog. Everybody's like, why aren't you putting kale and decorating your pig? And we're like, because we don't need to. We're being a little cocky. You know, we've won it like 5 times in a row. We don't need to do all that to beat y'all. You know, just talking it up. Well, it was come time to do the judging, and old Craig Carter got the mic and said, we got 3 new judges this year. And everybody's like, who is it? And he said, well, it's going to be Alan, Eric, and Lytle. And everybody's eyes got huge, even the people on our team. Like Chris and Kira.
Yeah.
They were like, what's going on? And we're like, we're not going to present that hog. And they're like, really? And like, we're not. We're judging it. So everybody was kind of tripping out. And then Alan and I were right up there in the front watching all the presentations and judging everybody, which was super cool to be on the other side of that judging table.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird. But
I heard you say that.
It was fun. And we got to pick at the shed because in part of their presentation, she talked about, you know, winning Memphis in May and Grandin and Hog. And I had to remind her that in 2018, who they beat in Hog for Grand was us.
Yeah.
And I said, remember who's got that scorecard now. So we had to play that card a little bit, but it was super fun. We're going to get back in it next year.
Okay.
We like we said, we're giving y'all 1 year.
1 year.
And then the boys are coming back.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Sweet Swan of Mine threw the best we could out of them.
The best presentation I've ever seen in my entire life. Out of any barbecue presentation. Lambert did a presentation without saying a word. Did not speak one word the whole presentation and got his point across.
Yeah. I'm the only person that spoke. And I don't know that you could. Yeah. And Saturday, you could not hear. I did not have a voice at all Saturday.
Tell everybody what y'all did.
Okay, we came out with this like Friday the 13th, Jason, like Halloween theme. So I was in this like evil butcher pig mask, bloody apron, and I announced it. It said something like, "Welcome to my nightmare that is the American."
You were creepy.
Yeah,
creepy to me.
That was the plan. But the American Royal Chainsaw Massacre. And when I said Chainsaw Massacre, Mark Lambert had the old skill chainsaw cranked up back there in the back.
Behind the tent wall that he borrowed from Boris Night Out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, but little did they know, we pulled that wall about halfway down and we had like this bloody plastic curtain hanging there over the top of it. And so when he come out, he cranked that chainsaw up and he slashed across that curtain.
That curtain.
And their eyes just got all big and he just stared at them through that Jason mask like this. And so it was pretty intense to come out. And then he came out. He never said a word.
Never.
He walked around. Got in all the judges' faces.
He walked right up to me first. I was standing up there by the table, and he had cut this thing with a chainsaw, and he comes out, and there's a table in front of him. I'm like, cut the table.
Yeah.
If you're going to, I'm like, step up and cut the table in half. Please cut the table in half. But he didn't.
No.
But he sets it down. He walks up straight to me first. He eyeballs me, and he walks up and puts the nose of that Jason mask on my nose. He got that close to me and just stared. I'm like,
And
man,
Eric gave it right back to
I
him.
gave it right back, but it was also creepy, even though I knew it was Lambert.
Yeah,
And then he walked to everybody down the line that was judging
yeah.
and did the same thing, and then started the whole spiel as you being the narrator of their little story, and it was fantastic.
Well, you heard a lot of laughs, and then I was like yelling through this mask, and I couldn't see anything out of my glasses.
Hot breath.
Oh, it was just hit me right back, and so we had a great time. I mean, it was, but he pulls out this machete, and there's a pretty famous, and the first thing he did, he pulls out this machete, and he comes down on this hog's head, and an eyeball flies out, and then just shrapnel from this pig just flies over everybody. And nobody knew this was going to be a Gallagher concert where you needed a rain jacket or a plastic.
He cooked a running style hog, so that head's right there for the picking.
Yeah,
and he had clothes on it. It had like a shirt and some breeches.
yeah, we were making it look like a girl in a movie.
It had booty shorts.
Yeah, it had booty shorts, and we were making it like a girl in distress in a horror movie. We had to scrap the blonde wig at the last minute because the blonde wig was getting everywhere. So we was like, sure, this is going to be all in the meat and all that. So we pulled it off. But yeah, it had a Duroc cut-off shirt on and some little cut-off shorts on.
Where'd you get them shorts at? Because I didn't see that chick there.
I think Baloo brought those.
I'm going to be quiet.
Dirk Mullen said I was covered with pork.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. Yeah, Dirk was right there by us, and Lambert, he didn't say anything. He was narrating, and Lambert would, would grunt.
Oh, the first thing about the gloves, he didn't have any rubber gloves. He had cloth gloves on, and he was looking for rubber gloves, and all he did was turn around and point to his hand and go, "Arr, arr."
And so Lambert, he's grunting, and he pulls this machete out from under this pig, and he looked like John McEnroe.
Oh, yeah. He went back way deep.
He had it way back. He was stretching in the back, getting ready for this.
Yeah.
And he hit that pig, and like he said, that eyeball shot one way, and meat stuck to my cheek.
Oh,
Literally, like you said, looked like Gallagher.
oh yeah.
And then he reached back and whacked it like 5 more times.
Yeah.
Dude, there was meat going everywhere, and everybody was laughing.
Oh,
their
it was laughing
butts
their
off,
tails
man.
off.
It was
And
hilarious.
then he just picked it up and he shoved it. He just stabbed it right in the middle of it.
It
So
was awesome.
We had a good time, and he took the loin. The loin came, and not only that, the presentation was great, but the pig was pretty dang good too.
The pig was fantastic.
I mean, it cooked a good hog, and the loin just came right out, and he was holding it up like Lion King, and
It was like a baby.
it was like, oh. But all he did was grunt.
Yeah. So after he had pulled the loin out, he had set the loin down on the cutting board, which was right beside the hog.
Yeah.
And he goes to cut it up, and as soon as he cuts it up, he turns around to do something. He's looking for some dust.
He's looking for some sauce.
And he's looking for some sauce or some seasoning for it. And Malou picks it up and goes to serve it. He goes,
yeah, he goes.
He starts yelling at Malou, but grunting.
He stayed in character the whole time.
He said, I told him, I'm fixing to go into character, and I'm not breaking character.
I'm not coming out.
I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah.
And
he
he didn't. And it was the best presentation that I've ever seen. They took the sauce and put red food coloring in it and darkened it to make it look like blood.
Yep.
So they'd cut the meat up, and then Malou would reach way up here and pour the sauce so it would splatter and look like blood.
Yeah.
It was by far the best presentation I've ever seen, and I've seen some of the best presentations ever through the years at Memphis and May from the best hog cooks in the world, and this one topped it because he did this whole presentation and didn't say one word.
Well, I wanted the belt. I really did. After y'all pulled out the belt, I saw her belt last week, the week before, and I wanted the belt. I really did. When the belt came out, I looked at Lambert and I said, I want that belt.
Well, Alan and I ordered that belt and had it made, and we wanted that belt.
Yeah. It was pretty slick.
It was awesome.
So I don't know the final scores, but we were right behind the shed. So I don't know.
I think it was within 1 point.
Yeah.
But the way I scored it, and I told Lambert, I had the shed and Lambert scored equally, but I had scores flip-flopped. They didn't get the same exact score. Lambert's pig was extremely flavorful. The sauce, even though it was supposed to be blood.
Yeah.
Looking past that, it tasted great.
Yep.
It's a Lambert hog. Everything he makes is awesome. The only thing that the shed got over Lambert was the texture of their meat. Theirs didn't have the flavor.
I did want to say something because I saw their video and this was pretty impressive. Okay, so Brad was presenting this hog and he pulls out the front shoulder first, right? And he cut it around it and he just pulled it and you could hear it separate. And when he pulled it, all the meat fell in the skin and it looked like a scoop. And it looked like he had a hold of the leg and he laid it out on the table and there was this scoop of skin. And there was all this leg meat in there, the shoulder meat in there.
He poured the entire inside out of the shoulder, leg, and all. The bone, the meat, everything slid out of it.
Yep.
I was impressed with that.
That impressed me.
But then I was thinking, though, it's got to be overcooked.
Yeah.
To get it to break down like that, for the joints to separate without pulling on them, you can cook it as long as you want. It's going to be hard to separate the joints and those bones. But when he lifted it up and it poured out onto the table, I was thinking, that's impressive, but it's overcooked. And then when they started laying meat out, it just had a texture that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was so close to being overcooked, but it wasn't.
It was like borderline.
It was close to bacon. And then if you get a good compart hog, you get the back of the ham around the butt cheek area. It has a lot of fat and a lot of connective tissue, a lot of marbling back there. And it turns into where it's just a different texture than your shoulder meat would think it would ever be. But Lambert got them on taste. They got Lambert on texture from what they served me.
Yeah.
I know other judges got different cuts and different pulls off of it, so the texture could have been different. But when my scorecards were done, I didn't even realize it, but I had scored them equal.
Yeah.
So it was down. What got, from what I understand, was the texture in that presentation from a couple other judges. If it was up to me, I'm a flavor guy. I don't care about the presentation.
Yeah.
I didn't judge them on the presentation, even though I had part of y'all stuck on my face. They were both awesome.
Yeah.
They were those two were by far the best two out of all of them. And then Robert Smith was third.
On
my scorecard.
It being Halloween or the day after Halloween, I thought we would see more Halloween themed stuff. And I thought after we wasn't seeing Halloween themed stuff, I thought we would probably have an advantage over that.
Yeah.
But definitely we poured a lot into that and had a great time. Regardless, they could have said we were last at that point. We had a fun time and made memories no matter what. And the fact that people were still talking about Lambert sounds 2 hours, 3 hours later.
The next day.
We're still we're still talking about it right now. I would say is the biggest compliment of that. We made them talk for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Alan, you judged along with us. How did you have it scored?
I had Lambert first. I had the Shed second. I had Robert Smith third and Matt Overson fourth. That's the way I scored it. I gave everybody the 10 on presentation.
Me too.
Because you're all out showing somebody, showing off what you did. No
Yeah.
matter how you got there, you're doing a presentation.
yeah,
You did what you intended to do, and that's present a hog.
That's right.
the execution was there.
You got
Yeah.
100% of my 10 on that. So my texture and taste went from there. And from that point, that's where it was hard to separate. It really was.
Yeah.
And if you were sitting at a table, you had to do all this together, it would have really been difficult. Because when you left one station, you filled that card out.
Yeah.
not knowing what the other person had in store, what the other hog was going to
spoon-fed,
taste
man.
like, what the other
Please.
texture was going to be. So it was one and done, which is the way judging should be, in my opinion. And that's the way that I scored everything the way I would want to be scored in a contest.
Yeah.
You know, I know the guys and gals that cook probably judge differently than some of the people there.
Yeah. Really, like we had a lot more cooks than normal as judges, is what Lambert told me. And so a lot of times if there was celebrities or, you know, local celebrities or something like that judging.
We've had Warren Moon.
Yeah.
Warren Moon, quarterback Warren Moon was a judge one year. So we've had some really good judges. And we've had the Chris Lillies, the Toughies, you know, all those guys judge, which they're going to judge the product, not as much as the presentation, which that's what we want. The presentations are for show.
Yeah.
For the people that are standing around watching, and the show is why everybody comes. That everybody comes to see Stretch, and let's not lie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well,
And
you know, now
you know one thing about this though is those are the only whole hogs that are ever cooked at the American Boil.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So it gets
Always pieces of meat put in a box, and this is the only full stage
mayo,
product that anybody
Yeah.
ever gets to see.
that's why it's gotten real popular there. Even a lot of the other pit masters, Chicken Fried Barbecue, Bill Purvis, one of the best cooks to ever cook barbecue, one of the
That's right.
judges. And he said, I wanted to judge it solely so I could try B&O's pig.
Yep.
And we didn't present it to him.
You disappointed him.
We did present it afterwards, after everybody was done presenting their pigs and all the scorecards were turned in.
Yeah.
We decided to do a little presentation with our hog. We're the only ones that cooked one on its back, so it was solid bark and
Yeah.
beautiful and smoky and tasty. And they all got running hogs. Everyone did a running hog
Yeah, that was
this year,
surprising too.
except for us. And we decided to break it apart. It had been sitting there for like 2 hours, so it started cooling down, tighten up. So we just pulled bark and pulled bacon, and everybody was just tickled pink and happy as they could be. And
And it was good.
it was a good hog. So
It was
It,
good. So, as we were talking, Eric has done this sandwich. And so we just took all our ingredients, chopped it up, get you a board scraper and a good knife, and you can take care of this pretty easy.
Yep.
Know that there's going to be some shrapnel,
there it is.
but that's why.
Not on your face.
But that's why this is
Right.
this is a cool thing to have. This scraper, you're gonna sit there and try to and work all this into your sandwich.
You can label that as an organizer.
Yeah,
Just putting everybody back in shape.
little B&O, White Lightning.
Well,
Oh, if we had some of the top secret Italian, we'd probably worked out on that.
After this week, I don't know how secret it is.
Yeah, I know. That and the citrus and well, we can tell you that we're pretty dang close on Texas Tornado.
Yep.
And when this comes out, guys, from the feedback we got this past week, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big thing.
Yep. You already put the oil on it?
I did. So
Let's
kind of
start.
scoop me up in there.
This comes with Tums.
That's right.
Bread kind of falling apart, ain't it? It'll still eat.
That's right.
Let me scooch it over here a little bit.
Whatever don't fit in that bread, I'm gonna pick me up some more bread tomorrow and have some lunch.
There you go. All right.
Hey, Miss Bobby Lambert asked where Mark was. We ask that all the time. But Mama Lambert, he's on his way to Venice, Louisiana. Him and Weston and Gracie, they are headed there to go fishing. So
I don't know how we're gonna cut this without making a mess, but
well, it's gonna be a mess.
we should probably get a serrated knife.
Yeah.
Did he
Ah.
sell it? Did he sell the serrated knife?
Yeah, we did. Hold on, let me see if I found one.
But yeah, Pigapalooza was awesome. We're ready for next year. We got something up our sleeve already.
Did Peter still contact you just because?
No, not this year.
They don't love you no more.
Last year, they only commented on some posts. They didn't actually call last year when we did the 3 babies and the mama. I figured they was going to really hammer us, but I was kind of looking forward to it
I don't think we have one.
because it gets interesting. The hate and all. The first year we did it, death threats, you name it.
I hope your grandma died.
Yeah. One post says, "I hope your children and grandmother die the same way those pigs did." And my response was, "Well, if they were as tender and juicy as those pigs."
Then somebody got a good sentence.
That's right. So
Good gracious.
I'll help hold it together a little bit.
Don't let me catch a finger.
No, trust me. You're not cutting my fingers.
You ain't gonna catch it. You gonna go right on through
Yep.
it that night.
Skippy.
All right, do we have plates or boats? Or there's a boat right there. And what I'll do is these pieces, I'll fill them up a little more
Yeah.
or a lot more. Be a good sandwich. You're closest. Yeah, if no one's been to if you haven't been to the American Royal, try to make it. It is worth it.
That's just like it was.
You're gonna need napkins with this sandwich.
Yeah.
And maybe a fork.
To eat all the extra. That's what all that bread was. You should have thrown that away. I would have rolled up me one of them inner Leonard.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's good meat.
I know we got served. Did like taco bars on it.
Just stuff it in there. They'll eat it.
Yeah,
Our friends are like Mikey.
that's right.
They'll eat anything.
We're gonna have enough.
Everybody else is good.
Everybody's good.
Eat all
Stuff it.
Pretty damn good. Damn good sandwich, ain't it?
Miss
Miss Pola, you need a sandwich? Anybody?
Whoever was there, and they came in, they did all this plate and stuff like that.
Hey, whatever they don't eat leaves more for us.
That's right. Joe, do you need one? You need,
Yeah, I'll take that one.
yeah, you might not. Yeah, you need to definitely.
I remember it from.
You remember it from Kansas City.
From Kansas City. So it's probably a little better vessel for bread wise. Might be a better way to cut it. I'm not sure. This is what we did in Kansas City, so we went with that. And that's what we had. So if you find a better loaf or something, loaf of bread that would work better with this, just make it your own. We just showed you're not going to have this quality of meat unless you call Mr. Overson, because he's
That ain't Matt.
and that ain't Matt.
He didn't say princess.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I did. His name's Princess. If you answer to it, that's your name.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
His nickname's Princess.
Mark
He
Kruger
ain't
said,
pretty, so I don't know why.
"Isn't is Frankie there for the shrapnel?"
No.
Like,
No,
Frankie's not there.
Frankie don't leave his mom.
Yeah.
But
Well, how the hell did he get in the truck with us for 3 days? What he
Oh,
got?
she bought a plane ticket. That's how.
Knew she was coming. Charlie said that haircut looks good. Oh, by the way,
By the way, I'm getting shabby.
all right, Charlie's gonna be here next week for haircuts. Next week, Thursday night. You want to come up here, take care of Miss Charlie, She'll cut your.
Whoa.
What?
Easy.
Y'all got dirty minds.
I mean, just tip her, pay her, whatever. What are y'all talking about?
What are you talking about?
I done forgot. I'm talking about paying the lady for her haircut.
Hey, you just said
Oh,
take care of her, and these dirty-minded boys.
Hey, when you go to
His
a,
wife here, it's okay.
You
when
got
you
you
go
got a
to
point.
a restaurant, don't you take care of your server?
Tax free, baby.
Okay.
Tax free tips.
Don't say plain. I'm
Take
yeah,
care
no,
of
we're
the
good.
lady.
Boy, you just.
I don't know. I didn't know what I didn't really know what I said.
Y'all wanna take
It's
care
what
of
you
her.
didn't say.
Well, she hooked me up, and she said she's going to do her best to be here next Thursday.
Okay. So
Then you heard
Actually,
the
the
royal though.
Thursday after that, what we gonna do?
yes, the Thursday after that, we're having old school Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
So we're if y'all remember last year, we had about 65 people here. And you're more than welcome. Just bring your favorite side or
$100.
$100
Yeah.
to eat ahead.
I'll bring you one.
Favorite side, your dessert, whatever you need to. We're gonna do some turkey and a ham. And so if you want to come join us,
I'll take care of the hash brown casserole.
Yum.
yes, you will. You're tied for first, perfect score at the Royal hash brown casserole. So award winning.
Award winning.
You gotta get a Facebook.
The most
going so we can
expensive
mark
hash
what we're
brown
bringing.
casserole on the
What now?
Make a Facebook so we can mark what we're bringing.
I guess we probably
I
need
think
to
you
do
did that
that.
last year.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a post about that, and you can comment what you're
Ashley
bringing.
had time to do things like he don't got time to do it.
Is it busy?
He's busy.
It's busy.
Hey, I
Look at
got
him.
I
He
got
almost looks
hey.
like an assistant right now.
I got 3 bosses. But I'm loving every minute of it. I promise.
And
So
one was already on you earlier. About
Yeah.
a
I can't make YouTube do what it do.
uh-uh.
So
No, that's cool.
but it we are having a good time so far with this. And Chris Culver stuck in Dallas. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's never fun.
Eric, did you try this?
Not yet.
Okay.
I guess I should.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
You made it.
It ain't my recipe. I just did the legwork.
Oh, he's doing the hunch.
If not, it runs to your elbows, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's a good Italian sandwich.
It's a great Italian sandwich. I think the chopping of it makes it all better because in every bite you get a bite of that the same flavors and all that. And I think if it was layered, it wouldn't necessarily all be there. And you know how when you put mayonnaise on something, it kind of wants to slide out one side or something
It's
like
food
that.
lube.
Yeah, it does.
That's food lube. But that's as good as any sandwich you're going to get at Subway or any of these other ones.
Chris Culver said, "Dang, Eric, what'd that sandwich do to you?"
It pissed me off, bro.
It pissed him off bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, good sandwich, especially if you're having some people over, say for a bowl season's coming up. So this be a good sandwich for that Super Bowl.
I would find a different bread.
Yeah, we just need to
that's
find
just
another vessel.
That's just a Kroger bread, French
Yeah.
bread, or a Piggly Wiggly French bread.
Yep.
If we had a little bit of softer bread that wouldn't break all the way apart.
Yep.
That we could cut and fold it open a little bit. If we'd have warmed it up, it probably would have been a little more pliable. But something that would stay together a little better. And other than that, I'd hollow it out a little more.
And try to cut it so much for how many people we had,
Right.
that kind of thing. It'd be a little different.
But
I'd try to find a different vessel. But as far as eating and flavor,
It's the gabagool.
it's the gabagool.
As good as a salad too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
All right, there's good.
Yeah, if you don't even like bread, you can eat it. So
Yeah, it's good. I think it's that white lightning that made it good.
I think so.
I'm
I
just
think
saying.
so. I think we put Texas beef on it. I mean, Texas
Yeah.
tornado on it.
Tornado.
You're twisted about that, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you always want to say it.
No, Trish does.
Yeah, you get twisted about that.
The
So-
twister. It is good.
So it's a good sandwich. And then our dessert, good in a pita pocket or a wrap.
You ain't lying.
I would see that. I could see
Now
that.
I worked my butt off on these.
This is, yeah. Eric said he slaved over these for a while. This is not the Little Debbie.
That's Big Deborah.
This is Big Deborah right here. This is the big cake. Yeah,
I worked hard on those.
it's Big Deborah. Hey, we're trying to do something over here. What are you doing?
She got another
Ask if
Christmas
my
cake.
nuts were salty enough.
No.
Stop it. This is a family show.
Family show.
It's a family show.
They're in your hand. This is getting worse.
Dear Lord.
Oh, Lord. So these are the big Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah, that's diabetes cake.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where's one of the
So-
others?
Yeah. In comparison, let's show comparison.
Well, that other fits in the console of my truck. This one don't. I got to put the toolbox in the back.
Yeah. This has some weight to it.
See, I don't want to be inferior. I don't.
No, you don't.
You're not bringing the heat to the ball game like I am.
Not say size matter.
Yeah.
Shut up, Mike Brown.
Hey,
This is not even cool.
Hey, Kenny,
No.
it's your song.
I would
what's up,
still eat it.
Footloose? Oh, I know. But so if you're a TikTok watcher and you haven't, or if you're not, you probably need to be, or check out some videos. People are making a lot of creative things with the Christmas tree cakes. I've seen bread pudding. I've seen cheesecakes, and some of that's probably gonna have to go down.
Oh, it's gonna go down.
So I would say ice cream would be a good deal.
Oh, that'd be me. That'd be.
Huh?
Actually, I think they make it.
Me.
That's a
Homemade
good one.
ice cream.
You got me
They
all
do make a
excited.
Christmas
It's
tree
homemade ice
cake.
cream.
Ice cream, but they make it in a thing. I'm saying homemade ice
Oh, we're
cream.
gonna have to do
Ice
that.
cream would be good. Chris,
So-
make ice cream.
Michelle had this idea and Eric had this idea, and they didn't shop together. So Eric brought the big ones, the Big Deborahs, and Michelle brought the Little Debbies. So, but there is a difference. Make a wise choice when you go out and buy your Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah, this one here will make you have to prick your finger. This one here will make you glue that little plastic thing on
Yeah,
the back.
yeah. This is type 1 diabetes. This is type 2.
That's it.
So, all right.
Look at this, a granddaddy long leg is
Oh.
running across.
He wanted some of that sandwich.
He did. He's Italian.
If
And I
the
can't
egg
get
is
him.
now,
Oh,
Yeah,
He's resilient.
he is resilient.
Memphis tattoo.
All right.
Yeah, that spider had a spider tattoo on its elbow. It was weird.
Wow, that's weird. All right. So we don't have much going on this weekend. There's a SCA contest in Collierville. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What are the ancillaries?
Grilled cheese. Cheese dip.
Grilled
Cheese
cheese
dip.
Arbo's cheese
Arbo's
dip.
Arbo's
dip.
cheese dip.
4 boxes for 20.
and appetizer.
Yeah,
Is there a kids thing?
You could do the same thing for all three of those.
yeah, that's right.
Maybe, no.
Then, if you hadn't been signed up, you hadn't gotten signed up already, there is a Rib Cook-Off Association contest right here in Byhalia. Hey, I'm gonna have to put you in the corner.
Hey, I'm telling you. That's what happened with G-Man and around.
That's right. Get signed up at the ribcookoffAssociation.com. And that's for real. That's their website, not just me saying .com. But go ahead and get signed up. Come out here to Byhalia, Mississippi. Cook. I think there's a chicken ancillary,
Hot dog.
hot dog.
Something. People's
Kids.
choice.
Kids.
That's sausage.
Oh, I thought it was a kid's hot dog.
Sausage.
Sausage for
People's choice.
people's choice.
But it's not here.
I'm gonna
Here.
cook it. It'll be my first
Rib
rib cook-off association contest. So
Yeah.
I think you'll like it. It's simple. It's easy.
I don't
It
think
is.
I'm gonna do any ancillaries. I'm just gonna go cook a rib
Cook a good rib.
and hang out and relax.
Yeah, it's a fun contest. It really is.
Cooking ribs is hurry up and wait.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's what I feel like doing.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Actually, it's not here.
That wasn't
Like,
No, it's not here at the warehouse. They were talking about that earlier
It's
today.
at the walking track that's actually behind the police station, I think. That's
Correct.
over off Church Street or something like
Is
that.
that correct? Okay, I didn't really.
The flyer
understand.
says there's plenty of room. Bring trailers, bring whatever you want. So we're gonna.
Okay.
I think there's.
load ins at 6:30 in
It's
the
like
morning.
a 26 by 12 foot. spot.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that next
We're gonna take
Thursday for
4.
sure. We'll talk more about that next Thursday for sure. Remember, Charlie's going to be here doing haircuts. Just pay her.
She's putting lowering kits on
Just
folks'
pay the
ears.
lady.
Yeah, just pay the
Pay
lady.
the lady.
I'm not going to say take care of her, because obviously that's not the right thing to say.
Not around here.
Not around here with these people.
People.
Yeah,
They're those people.
they're those people.
Or-
Kids Hot Dog is being sponsored by Big Jim. Yes,
Way to go, Big
ma'am.
Jim.
All right, Big Jim.
Way to go.
Where's he at tonight?
I'm not sure. Oh, they're probably at home with Miss Susan's dad. Miss Susan's dad's not doing real well. So, hey, for some reason again, I can see people's names. I guess the computer had to go to Kansas City to get fixed because I didn't do anything.
Elon Musk did that too.
Elon, thanks, Elon.
Thank you, Starlink.
Appreciate it, Starlink, Elon. Man, I'm telling you what, Elon's got it going on right now.
He got more money than all of us.
Me and him got a new job. It looks like his is going to take in January. So appreciate
He
it.
is paid a lot more, I promise you.
Well, he don't need the money. He's gonna donate his. I'm gonna keep mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna deposit mine,
I'm
bro.
gonna deposit mine. He gonna donate his. But yeah, some things happened this week. It's we don't discuss politics too much, but if you can tell me that you're better off these last 4 years than the previous 4, then I'm sorry, but I wasn't. So
He had to get a new job because
I had to get a new job. Nobody bought luxury items
Right.
anymore, but everybody's on social media. So
well, this job's gonna be huge, and it's gonna be a fantastic job.
incredible.
It's gonna be incredible.
Really big.
And,
It's gonna be a really big job.
and
So big.
we're gonna send white lightning to Donald J. Trump, our new president.
That'd be good.
So-
You had to put it on a Big Mac.
That's right. And I hear Kamala's really looking to work at McDonald's this time. She needs a job. So
You do need you needed an assistant.
no, I can't. No. But I think she's actually going to be able to work at McDonald's now. So it's all going to be good. Sorry, but I think America spoke and out loud.
Yeah. No matter what side you were for, I think everybody, once he gets back, will respect everything that he promised. If
That's
he
right.
does everything he promised, everybody's gonna be better. No
And
matter
really,
if you're a D or an R, it
Yeah.
don't matter. So,
and really, I don't get into that. I don't, a whole lot because I remember in America where people didn't know how else somebody else voted. And so I remember in America like that. And whether you talked to your neighbor and you loved your neighbor, whether you agreed with them or not. And that's the kind of America I love. And whether we agree or we don't agree, then we treat each other with respect. And so I truly believe that's the America that I want. And I believe for the most part, that's what everybody wants, to be respected and treated and loved. And man, there's a reason why the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself, is because God knew that you would love yourself. That's easily done. But to love somebody else that you disagree with or not see eye to eye on all the time, that's the hard part. And because people are going to treat people wrong, people are going to say the wrong things, but God tells them to love. God tells us to love us anyway, love them anyway, because He loved us despite of all our flaws. If we love and forgive people like He loved and forgave us, then that's the perfect example.
See, I don't care if you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. I think they should all go buy a bottle of White Lightning.
Yeah, keep politics out of it. Hey,
Double garlic, baby.
you know, this is the best decision you can make right
That's
here.
right.
That and follow Christ. That's the best decision you can make in your life right there.
You know what? I got one thing to say about all this. I ain't got a whole lot to say tonight.
Yeah.
But old Kurt Milder said, White Lightning, baby, but I like mine a little spicy.
Yep. Oh, Kurt.
Hey, you've got decision. I mean, you've got options. See, I'm a big fan of having options in this world. So you've got options. If you like White Lightning, if you like regular White Lightning, that's cool. If you like spicy White Lightning, then go get you some. My favorite flavor is double garlic butter. You can go get you some of that, and soon you can get you some with some Texas beef mixed in with it, and we call it Texas Tornado. And it's going to be the biggest thing yet, I promise you. So, we're handing out popsicles, not hot dogs, hot sickles, and it's that time. Hey, I want to pray for our boys on the way to, and everybody traveling to the World Food Championships this weekend in Indianapolis. Maynard left out of here today.
Good luck, Maynard.
And
The O'Gwens.
yeah, the O'Gwens went. Caden Blake's there. Holly Daniels with Maynard. So
Kathy Pullen.
Kathy Pullen. We got a lot of people. Damon Holter.
Got a lot of friends there.
A lot of people there.
Hey, David Holder had a pretty good night on Thursday night, too.
Yeah, he did.
With the showdown.
he helped win the
After
showdown.
state.
That's right. That's
You know,
right.
he got
And we
go
have
there
to
and do-
congratulate our own Tim Brown. Look, they handed Tim Brown a bottle of, what was it?
Cristal.
Cristal, right? He had
He
50.
wouldn't open it and drink it.
He had
I tried to get him to do it.
he had 52 wins as at that point. And a few minutes after that, we celebrated his 53rd because the man
He's a badass.
is the man is the man.
He is the man.
Won his 53rd SCA event. Went on, they had a showdown, much like at the Shed Showdown, but this was the Royal Showdown. Turkey Smoke.
Turkey Smoke
Did it. And so the winner of the ancillaries and the winner of the steak went head to head.
Yep.
So Tim Brown picked Chris Lytle. And what was the lady's name?
I can't remember, but she
Picked Damon Holter. And
solid
so,
pick.
Solid pick. It's like, you know,
2-time defending world food champ.
yeah. That's like if we were playing basketball and Michael Jordan happened to be in the group. And hey, I want that guy.
Hey, Lytle Scottie Pippen now. He's
Lytle
on the
Scottie
inside.
Pippen. I'm not saying he's not. He's a state world champion.
He's either Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. One of the
Yeah.
two.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I'd say.
Dennis Rodman had cool hair.
Yeah, his is cool too, but in temperature wise.
Point taken. All right.
But the one that won that now, Damon and the lady, I forgot. I swear to God, I hate it. But they automatically have a invite to the Shed Showdown for Turkey Smoke. So they are
Yep.
the first one selected for the Shed.
Okay, so they're going to be automatically in the Shed Showdown. Yeah.
By
Gotcha.
Turkey Smoke.
So
Which is
paid
pretty cool.
entry. Paid entry, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm telling you, the Shed knows how to throw down, and I enjoy those people. They're great people. Brad and
Yeah.
Brooke, great people, and the team they have around them. They threw down a great hog. They deserve the Pigapalooza, and
For 1 year.
for 1 year anyway. Eric's already talking. They've already
I got
planned it.
GPS on that belt, by the way.
Ah.
When it's coming back.
He put an Apple tag on that joker.
Yeah.
He knows exactly where it's at. He's gonna go.
Yeah, it's in Brad's bedroom. He's like sleeping with it every
Yeah.
night or something.
He's laid up.
His wife's like, oh no, not again.
Not again. Well,
He's like, honey, it's been a while.
you know, he laid up with the Memphis and May trophy. He laid up with the Memphis and May trophy till now. So
I don't blame him for that one.
yeah, that was the good one, huh?
That was a good pop food.
All right, popsicles are good. Let's pray it out, man. It's been a fun night tonight. Stay tuned. Go and follow Boar's Night Out on all your social media platforms. Go and follow Sweet Swine of Mine on all the social media platforms. I'm not saying this just because it's my job,
You
but
better.
we're going to have some great things come
You're saying
out.
it because it's your job.
I am saying it
Okay.
because it's my job. Yeah, I don't But y'all stay tuned. We're going to have some great things come out. Remember, 2 weeks' time, old school, Thanksgiving, Friends Thanksgiving. How you say that?
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving. Hey, I almost said it wrong. We're gonna make the layers, truffles with the English peas and the mashed potatoes, and then the trifle. Yeah, we'll do all that.
I'll make it.
You'll do that? Okay, cool. That sounds like a Daniel Haley
Yeah,
thing,
it
doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah, it
Ah,
does.
I'm good.
Yeah,
We don't
they
need
have to
nothing nasty
re-sign.
like that. All right. Hey, let's pray it out. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this night. Thank you for this night of fellowship and fun with these people, Lord. Just bless their homes. Keep them safe as they travel to them. Lord, thank you for everybody watching. And Lord, just be with those that need you tonight. May they see that you are the author of grace and mercy. You're the only one that can save us. And thank you for your gift of salvation through your Son, Jesus Christ. Lord, again, thank you for this night. And thank you for everybody watching. Bless those homes. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. God bless you. Be right back here next Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Love God and love people, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all. We're out.
And you can still get your white